You think there's like a conservative poly mom that's like, why can't you bring home a nice 3 or 4 different people that you communicate with constantly?
It's hard to remember how to live in your own skin. No matter how much you touch yourself, no matter how much you look at yourself naked in a mirror without touching yourself, you spend so much time on a team in an ensemble that you need to remember what it's like to be a person. If all I want is to unplug from the road, unplug from the show, we come back to Nashville to relax, to reconnect with family, to reconnect as a family, reconnecting with my body. I enjoy taking the time to do that. We as a family get up around 5:30, 5:45, and when I get up around noon, my first instinct is to run up to my son and see if he's written any new material for me.
This is almost strawberries. Nice teeth.
Daddy has teeth, and you have cute teeth too. You have cutie little teeth.
Nice head.
Yeah, I have a head.
People say that when you have children, it really changes your comedy, but my wife and my baby aren't writing good shit. So I don't know what any of that's about. And as important as comedy is, I'm also always talking with my family about how important it is that as Nashvillians, that I become an Americana musician. That I, as an alpha, make folk music. Nashville just doesn't have any Americana sort of roots, kind of folk sort of musician, kind of Civil War ballads, kind of roots rock, sort of gloom and doom kind of thing. And a comedian second. Once I get started making music, I can't stop. I actually start with the overdubs. And then I listen back to those and I see, maybe there's a song in here. I'd love to get out of the summer with at least one song. I wanted to do a whole album. I've sort of set my sights lower. I'm like, well, maybe I can just get one socially relevant song that goes viral.
All the fields are soft and green.
I haven't told anybody publicly yet that I'm quitting comedy, but I am. And this folk music thing, it's going to take a while to monetize. I know that. It might take 10, 15 years. Going forward, I think the music is my future. That's just something that
My workday starts when LA wakes up, which is about 3 hours before I do. Just because I'm making an indie folk kind of Americana sort of roots album doesn't mean I get to take time off from taking work calls.
Yeah, we want you to compete. We want you as a celebrity American Ninja Warrior. We got Steve Wilkos is competing this season.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I can see you. It's me, Steve Martin, your comedy mentor. Please Venmo me $6,000 for next comedy lesson.
What's your Venmo?
What ideas? Are you thinking about policy stuff?
Well, it makes sense because you do political impressions and this is just you doing an impression.
Yeah.
Who's friends with me, the guy who's running for vice president.
My Venmo, it's very easy. It is at Igor-Kavinsky-13.
Sending it now.
Is Mikey doing it? Is Squirm?
Yeah, nobody from the cast right now, but you're a big Star Wars fan, right?
Oh, I love Star Wars.
Well, so does Tom Papa.
It's not that big a deal. You're doing you do all the time online or something. When your wife's friends have...
JD,
Uh-huh.
Would it hurt your feelings if I told you that I need some time to think about it?
No, it wouldn't hurt my feelings at all. Just how much
Just I don't know, until Like January 5th or 6th.
Okay, that's like an amount of time that would hurt my feelings if I'm being honest. And then if you wanted to hurt my feelings less, it would be less time. They're doing Hillbilly Elegy too.
Folk music. Folk is the wellspring from which all the rest of music comes from.
Life is hard for a cool guy.
It just busted the music world right open for me.
I swear that I'm cooler than everybody.
The opportunity to bring my folk thing to Nashville is just really exciting because when you think about the pop country, because I don't really get into this pop country crap. I'm not really into the pop country stuff. I'm more sort of roots, kind of roots rock, sort of Americana kind of thing. And I think Nashville, you know, Nashville's really overlooked, sort of the more roots, kind of roots rock kind of thing, sort of folk, Lomax type stuff, you know, sort of Delta blues kind of derived, but, you know, down home music, sort of bluegrass kind of thing. And instead they go for this pop country stuff. I'm more like Americana, sort of roots. Newgrass meets bluegrass kind of folk Americana thing, because, you know, that's just so much more interesting to me than this pop country stuff, which is so boring. I can't get into any of this pop country crap. I don't do that pop country stuff. I'm more sort of Americana kind of roots, sort of folky, kind of Lomax recordings, sort of roots rock, kind of southern rock, sort of by way of cowpunk kind of thing. I just don't really do this pop country crap. I alt country, you know, I like that alt country sort of more Sun Volt than Golden Smog, but like, you know, more like sort of Americana sort of roots kind of thing, roots rock sort of thing, sort of Oh Brother Where Art Thou soundtrack kind of bluegrass type things. I don't really get into this pop country crap. So
I'm goth and I'm weird, and I'm also Pauly, and I want to invite multiple people to my regular couple.
I really do think I'm the most important folk musician of my time.
Regular couple.
There's no question that I believe that.
Think about when I'm trying to fall asleep.
I was touring, coming home, getting family time, riding, back out on the road, hanging with my son, working out. The folk album was coming along, and then kidney stone. When you get a kidney stone as a folk musician and a comedian, a million questions come to mind. Will I ever play guitar again? Can I still play guitar? Will I ever urinate unassisted? How am I going to tell my son I have a 3mm kidney stone, the size of a basketball?
I think it's in here
Once I passed the stone,
somewhere.
the gains came back. The jokes came back. I was able to tour again.
I kind of felt it. I mean, I'm standing over my toilet in our bedroom. I feel something kind of just drop and piss this thing out.
The creative force came back. I was able to look my son in the eye for the first time in months. I would say 100% I have connected more with this stone than I have with my son this summer. It's become a part of my life.
Don't drink Diet Coke.
I do squat to presses with it.
Don't let me down.
When I'm composing at the Baby Grand, it's there at my feet. It kind of goes with me everywhere now. And I got back to making the most important folk sort of roots, kind of gloom and doom, sort of Americana kind of roots music of this generation or any generation.
Life isn't about stand-up comedy. And it's not about family or even your wife or even your son. It's about recording folk music.
If you hear this music that I'm making and it doesn't get a reaction, you don't feel anything, you're lying. I think you're saying that to hurt my feelings. I think you're being a dick. You're not worthy of love.
If some guy who knows some guy ever knows some guy, you feel about me, what you feel about me, and she told me later. And if some other guy that you from my uncle's party. Ever told her that she loved me. She loved me.